Hey, it's Tamara at TrueConnection, your dating and relationship coach. This is the latest installment of my love language series. We're talking acts of service today. So 10 ideas coming up on how to show your partner, according to their love language, how much you love them. So let's get started. Okay, what are love languages? Love languages are how each of us give and receive love and affection. So if you want to read up on this, Dr. Gary Chapman is the developer of this system, and I'll put a link to his book in the description, because once you figure out your love languages and your partners, you might want to just read the book and highlight. You can turn right to the acts of service section. Oh, look at this. And you have lots of ideas there, not only on understanding them, but ideas on how to show them how much you care. And then I'll give you the 10 ideas in the video here too. So step 1 is get online, Google love language assessment, and take it. The assessment, it takes about 20 minutes, and it's free. And it will tell you your primary 1 or 2, maybe even 3 love languages. So you want to know all of your love languages. And you don't want to guess, of course, because you could be wrong, but also you might have more than one, and your partner might have more than one. So if your partner does just have one love language, you're really going to want to understand it thoroughly, because you have one primary way of showing them how you feel about them. So kind of figuring out your partner's love language is going to take some time. That's why I think the book is such a great idea. And then also I'm going to post blogs regularly about each of the love languages, gifts, and ways to show your love and affection in mid-October and the 3rd week of October too, because it will just, the more you know, the easier this will get. And I want to make things easier and easier on you as we go along and we learn more together. So what is acts of service? Acts of service just means your partner feels loved and appreciated by you if you step in and help them with something. So if they make you a really nice dinner and you do the dishes, they're going to go, oh, that's amazing. They made you dinner because they're acts of service. But then they feel loved back if you do the dishes. Or if they're struggling to carry a whole bunch of things into the house, you go right out and you help them bring all the other items into the house and take over, for them. It's paying attention and listening to what they need help with and then stepping in and taking over. So those opportunities aren't always going to present itself. So and this is part of the fun of it, is you're going to want to seek out and just look for those opportunities on your own, or create those opportunities so they feel loved regularly. So you can't just do this like once a month. Your partner needs to feel loved by you much often. If you were a touch person and your partner only kissed you once a month, if they were quality time and they only took you out to dinner once, every few months, they only told you they loved you once a month. I mean, try to think about it through your own love language, what you need, and then it will help you kind of get inspired and motivated to show them how you feel about them and their love language. So this is going to be fun. One of the main ideas is do chores around the house that they don't like. So if they love laundry, don't take over that chore. Do the yard work that they hate, or the dishes, or they love to cook, but then you do the dishes, or you do the laundry and they do the ironing. So you're taking a lot of the burden off their shoulders. And what's even more fun is a surprise. So let's say they have a really busy day. They have an extra long day, and then they have a meeting, and then they have a phone call. And so you say, you know what? I'm going to take over dinner, dishes, and laundry tonight. And they go, oh my gosh, thank you so much. They're going to feel this huge burden lifted, but also feel so loved and acknowledged by you. You were paying attention. You saw that they needed you, and you stepped right in and started handling things. So keep your eyes open. Your partner will say what they need. You just have to be listening. And then to get good at this, what you're going to want to do is just step right in right then and do it. Or if it's a future thing, you're going to want to take notes, write a sticky note, put an alarm on your phone or a reminder on your phone, put it on your calendar. It's just going to take time to get good at this. Here's some other ideas. Some people hate dealing with the car, right? So if you took the car, you got an oil change, and then also in addition to that, you got it washed and waxed and you vacuumed it out and you filled up the tank. Oh my goodness, to an acts of service person that can't stand doing these things or is really busy, that's a huge burden lifted. They're going to love that. You might feel like that's not loving if it's not your love language, but to them, it's just going to feel blissful and incredible. Maybe take over, something the kids need, cupcakes for school, or you take over all the kids' duties for the night. There's nothing more liberating for an acts of service parent than the other parent doing all the kid duties, making sure they have what they need for school or bathing and bedtime and stories and all those things. And just to have an evening to get caught up on the millions of other things that go undone. Bake their favorite treat. Make them something, or you take over and make dinner. Do they love going to the grocery store? Some people really do. Maybe you go with them then, and you help them, and you carry the groceries, and then when you get home, you unpack the groceries. So you have quality time. And if you snuggle up to them or rub their neck in the grocery store, that's touch. And then you have the acts of service of helping them kind of figure out and make all those decisions and get all the groceries home and unpacked. So that can be a really romantic evening if you do it right, and that means something to your partner. Your partner hates the grocery store. It would be much more romantic for you to go and do the grocery shopping, come home, and maybe they don't mind unpacking it. But just the fact that you went and ran that errand could really mean the world to them. So catching your partner when they feel overwhelmed, you can feel it, right? They're stressed out. You sense it. Stepping in and helping take over some things can really be so liberating and touching for them. Are you guys going on vacation? Maybe planning the vacation feels like a ton of work to them and they feel like you're not involved or not involved enough. Maybe you know where you guys want to go, okay? So you take over the planning and you plan the big structure of the vacation, and then all that's left is for the two of you to sit down together and plan the fun things, the excursions, the activities, what kind of foods do you want to experience, or what parts of the culture do you want, to visit and explore more. So that can be really neat too. All they have to do is pack, get on the plane, and enjoy themselves. Woo! That can be a huge fun thing. Or maybe they love planning the vacation, but they keep saying, why don't you do it with me? Sit down with me. Maybe their love language is quality time and acts of service. If you sat down and planned that vacation together, depending on your partner, that could be really an intimate experience. You're sitting down, getting closer, talking, laughing, and planning the whole. Sit down for a few evenings over, the course of the planning time and do all those things together. Your partner might love that. Things that you can do too, like turning down the bed, making your partner's coffee or tea in the morning, and then putting it in the car, putting it by their briefcase, maybe cleaning out their car, little tiny things that might not take long, but that really is romantic, right? That's going to thrill them. And really, that would thrill anybody. But the difference is your partner needs you to do those things. You say you love them with words, and that means so much. Everyone needs to hear that. And then you do something else to help them. They're going to feel so close to you. But little tiny gestures when you don't have a lot of time can mean a lot too. Right? Buy their favorite pens. Buy a delivery service of food or wine or coffee, tea to have delivered to the house, so that, if you have, delivery service come, that's one less errand they have to run. That's one less thing to think about. And it can be really fun. Like if you have a delivery service come with wine, for example, or spirits or beer, that's a date night. Every time the box comes, you sit down, you have a nice meal, you try the wine, and then maybe if it's like 4 bottles in a box or 2 bottles in a box, that's 2 date nights, just with the wine in addition to the other date nights that you do. So in October, I'm going to, because I know part of the love language problem is, what in the world gift do I buy for holidays or anniversaries or Valentine's Day for acts of service? I mean, what can I do to like make things easier and lighten their load with acts of service? So the second week of October, mid-October, I'm going to publish a blog and video of gift ideas by love language. So you can just look at my acts of service blog with a list of specific ideas and links, and then, just make your purchases from there if you want. And then the third week of October, I'm going to have smaller gifts and stocking stuffer ideas so that you can just get all the little things too, because what in the world do you get for an acts of service person? I mean, you can hire someone to come clean or hire someone to detail the car. Those are awesome ideas. And then what? You can't put that under the Christmas tree, although you could wrap a gift certificate up and put it under the tree. That would be fun. Okay, so that's on the way. So give yourself some grace and your partner, because both of you have to develop new habits now. I mean, you thought you knew each other before, but this is really going to enhance and deepen your relationship to a different level. It takes 21 days to develop a new habit. You just keep trying. Write yourself reminders, notes, put it on your calendar so that you don't forget to do these things in the way your partner needs to receive them. And then after a while, ask them, is this really what you meant? I mean, how is this going? How does this feel? Should I do more of this, less of this? What are you really enjoying? Because you're going to notice their reactions, right? But it's also good to get confirmation of them. There might be like more you could do that you might enjoy doing even more that you haven't tried yet, and they could, kind of fill you in. So it's going to take time to get good at this, but you really are going to benefit so much more. Your relationship is going to be so much stronger. Your intimacy is going to be through the roof, in so many ways, and you're going to fall more and more in love with each other. So if you are not still sinking after doing this for a while, get on my website and schedule an appointment. The first 15-minute meet and greet is free, true-connection.net. And from there, after we talk for that meet and greet, then we can move on and decide how to go from there. Tell me your goals, tell me your struggles, and then we can figure it out. Because this is life-changing, you guys. I'm really excited for you about this system, about understanding each other. These little tiny things really can grow your relationship into something beautiful. You got this, guys. You can do this. And if you want, order the book. I'll put it in the description. Hit subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you guys know when my other love language videos, blogs, and other helpful tips and relationship hacks are coming out. I'll talk to you soon. You got this, guys. You can do this.